Hello on the planet and beyond. It's Shadea between here and there, environmental consultant for global hygiene and applications of information technology. This is a part of our education piece, the Earth series, the composition of the Earth, the different layers of the Earth. We're going to go from the crust all the way to the core and come back out and really get into the details of the surface of the planet because it's a lot of different um, compositions to think of, the composition of the soil, mountain ranges, how they were formed, etc. So this is the motion that we're in now. On a previous video, we went into the lithosphere consisting of the crust and the upper mantle, the lithospheric mantle. Now we're going into the MOHO, which is a boundary or zone. And MOHO is a shortened name for a seismologist that identified this boundary. This boundary shows a significant increase in seismic activity. What is seismic activity? It is the vibrations of the planet. And these are subdivided into two main sections, which is body waves, the body of the earth, and the surface waves, the surface of the earth. Body waves consisting of P waves, which are primary waves. Those are the first waves that are noticed on a seismograph. These P waves move through liquids, solids, and some gases, where the S waves are secondary waves, and these move through solids. They are considered the most destructive waves. So with P waves, it's more of a compressive pattern that happens. And so I have some markers here to kind of display. If you have some graphics, let me know. I will be willing to use them. So think of this as atoms in a solid. As they compress, pushing that energy along, this is considered a P wave. It's also considered longitudinal, so I guess I should go this way. Up, pushing that energy, okay? And your secondary waves are the up and down motion. And those are the most destructive because they move further throughout the planet, okay? They spread further out throughout the planet. There's the surface waves that are subdivided into two types of waves, love waves and Rayleigh waves. Love waves are considered like a kind of back and forth motion, and also can consider up and down, like horizontal mostly, but I've seen some information about a back and forth. However, it's on the surface, so it's considered that love wave. Then there's the Rayleigh waves, the waves of the ocean. That's what mostly it's seen in Rayleigh waves. Those waves that surfers ride, okay? And with a seismograph, we're measuring the reflection or the refraction of those vibrations. The reflection is the bouncing back of those waves and what we read from it. The refraction is the movement through, the energy moving through is the refraction. So let me make sure I get this word right. I'm probably going to have to just repeat it.
Isostasy.
Isostasy. Isostasy. So that is a theory of how the Earth's crust moves based off of masses on the earth. Okay, so think of my hands as the bread of a sandwich, and you have your different compositions in it, and those are the different layers of the planet. So if there was a huge mountain sitting on top of this sandwich, it would compress it down and shift those layers. Because there's different layers within the planet, rigid, more liquid, fluid, rigid, liquid, fluid, it's going to shift those layers and be able to give way for that mass that sits on top of the planet. We have that gravitational pull. So that pull is going to move closer to the center of the planet. So yeah, and the MOHO is the separator between the crust and the mantle, if that wasn't already stated. I think that's it for that video. This video, seismic waves, the movement of energy. This is where we're identifying earthquakes. A seismograph is where you see that, in different videos. I think it was also on, what's that dinosaur video? Jurassic Park. I think it was there too, where there's a needle that reads the vibrations and can identify what's going on. So your primary waves are those first waves you're going to see on a seismograph. Your secondary waves are the second waves that you're going to see on a seismograph. So I think that's it for this video. If you have any questions, any geologists, environmental scientists that want to add to this specific video, any corrections, I'm always open for Teach the Teacher, making sure that we get out correct information. It's about us learning about this wonderful planet the Creator, the Most High God has made for us, and being able to understand it so we can best take care of it. So right now I'm seeing a lot of movement when it comes to further digging into the crust of the planet. And it's interesting because we've already removed in a lot of different areas a lot of that topsoil. And a lot of places are digging further into the bedrock, which isn't a good thing, okay? This planet was created billions of years ago, and solidified rock from volcanic activity. We don't want to go through a reset of the planet, because that's going to take an outgassing, which occurs from volcanic activity and planetary cooling, to make the atmosphere stable for us, to bring the temperatures down, to be cooled for us to live on. So we don't want to go back, because if we go back, we are literally extinct. So we have to take care of what we have. The planet also needs rest. The Creator made this for us, so we need to do our part. So thank you for tuning in. Check out the first video, the lithosphere. I believe I'm going to go through maybe another few videos today, and go further into the mantle, and then maybe into the core as well. So any questions, drop them below. Any add-ons, let me know. Anybody with graphics, I would love that. So let me know, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. Okay, okay,